sitting ourselves up nice and tall, maybe rocking it a little bit from side to side or front to back, starting to ground yourself, root yourself. I'm sitting on a pillow. If you've got tight hip flexors today or any tightness in your low back, mid back, always feel free to sit on some pillows. That can be a little helpful. For sore glutes, you can sit on pillows. That might be helpful. But let's lengthen up through that torso. And let's go ahead. As we're kind of lengthening, let's make some torso circles. So, oh yeah, lengthening through that spine. And like I'm doing, I'm holding my knees. You don't have to. You can have your arms by your side or in the front. Oh yeah, just making those torso circles, and then go ahead and circle that the other way. Good, and then bring that back to neutral, back to center. Sit that up tall. And let's roll our shoulders out. So go ahead and roll those shoulders back. And roll that forward. And roll that back. And roll that forward. Good. Let's go ahead and shrug those shoulders up to the ears. And then release them down and take those shoulders down and back. Good. Let's do that one more time. Shrug that up and then release that down and back. Drop our chin to chest. And lift our head center, eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And bring that head center. Let's look over to the right. Think about that chin going over towards that shoulder. And then to the left. And to the right. And to the left. And head back to neutral. Drop our right ear towards that right shoulder. You can release that left arm if that feels good for you. And go ahead and bring that right hand just above that left ear, just gentle pressure. And then lift that head center. Let's drop other side. So left ear to left shoulder, maybe release that right arm. And take that left hand above that right ear. And bring that head to center. Good. Drop that chin to chest, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, and ear to shoulder. Let's take this from side to side. Some nice neck half circles here. If you're like me, this is one of those days where I can feel this stretch all the way down my back. Sometimes there isn't a lot of tension in the neck. And then sometimes you can feel it all the way down. Woo. Good. Go ahead and drop that chin back to chest. Lift that head up to center. Roll our shoulders back. And then go ahead and roll that forward again. Good. Shake that out. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. And exhale it out. And again, inhale and sweep. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep. And exhale it out. Inhale and sweep this up. Let's go ahead and drop that right hand down. And you're exhaling as you're lengthening through this left side of the body. Trying to keep that left glute, left hip down on towards the floor, to the floor. And we're lengthening over through that left side of the body. Maybe looking up at the hand, maybe up to the side or maybe down. Good, let's inhale and lift this up and then switch sides, reaching this over on that other side. Trying to keep our right hip, right glute down. Ooh, and lengthening, very good. And inhale and lift. This time we're going to add a little torso twist. So let's take our left hand to our right thigh and our right hand behind us. So twisting it right here. Do a deep breath here. And then an exhale out. Inhale back to center. And let's take it to the other side. Exhaling in this twist. Hold this here. We'll do a breath here. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. Good, bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep. And then exhale, just a little twist. Inhale and lift center. And exhale, little twist. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist. Good, bring this fully back to center. Roll those shoulders back. If you have your blocks, go ahead and grab those. You can put those within arm's distance. And let's actually just take our hands onto our blocks and we'll begin to hinge ourselves forward. So we've got those hands on the blocks, lengthening through our arms, hinging at our hips. So we're lengthening through our spine here. And this is especially helpful if you are sitting on a pillow. You don't have to be, but that little height right there can help tilt forward to get even more of an opening in your hip flexors. But you can get just as good of benefits if you're not sitting on a pillow. Whatever is working for you today, every day is different. Good, and let's go ahead and bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. And as we exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us, opening up that chest. Go ahead and drop that chin down. Lifting our head center. Let's look over to the right and look over to the left. Head back to center, bend at our elbows. Take our hands over to right waist and squeeze that elbow back. Go ahead and keep this here. Let go. And then go ahead and let's switch sides. So we've taken that over to our left waist and taking that elbow back, opening that up. Good, and go ahead and release that. Roll those shoulders back and roll that forward. Good, inhale and sweep it up. And exhale it down. And again, inhale and sweep it up. And as we exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us again. If it's difficult to clasp your hands, you can grab your strap and use your strap, or if you've got a towel, you can use a towel, or you can grab your wrists too, if that's helpful too. Opening that up, drop that chin to chest. Lift that head center, look to the left, and look to the right. Head back to center, bend at our elbows, hands over to left waist, and let's squeeze that elbow back. And then let's switch sides. Hands over to right waist and squeeze that elbow back. Good, and release, and shake that out. Very good. If you're sitting on something, you can go ahead and move that off to the side. And we're going to lean it back. Take our feet as wide as our hips, or you can go wider if you want. And let's go ahead and begin to start to warm up our low body, mid body, low body, our torso and our legs. So dropping this from side to side. Let's go ahead and keep that right leg in front. We've got this nice zigzag. Sit this up tall, lengthen up through that torso, and let's twist it to the left first. So up tall, and then big twist to the right. Oh, such a good stretch here. Sitting that up tall, twisting, maybe looking over that right shoulder as much as you can. Let's breathe it deeply here, inhaling it. And exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale. And exhale. And one more time, big deep inhale. And exhale. And let's bring it back to center. And we'll twist quick for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1 and back to center. Good. Let's lean it back here. And we'll take the windshield wiper legs from side to side again. Oh, very good. Nice. Let's go ahead and keep that left leg in front and sit up tall. So we're up nice and tall, twisting to the right first. Good. And then go ahead and twist. Big twist. Ooh, to the left. Maybe looking over that shoulder. Over that left shoulder. And let's breathe it deeply here, inhaling it. And exhaling it out. And again, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And one more time, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And back to center. And let's go quick for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1 and center. Very nice. Go ahead and lean this back. Let's take our legs nice and long. And yes, let's go long legs. So no bend in our knees, or not as much as, yeah, there we go. All right, so flexing through our feet, trying to keep our legs nice and straight. Let's take ourselves up into our staff pose. So sitting up right here, let's go 3 breaths. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale and exhale. And one more time, big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good. Releasing those arms. Roll our shoulders. Let's go ahead and I'm trying to figure out, let's see. Let's lean back here and we'll go into our reverse tabletop. So let's bend our knees. Fingers are facing towards our toes or our feet. And let's go ahead and lift that pelvis up off the floor. So very, very good stretch for the shoulders, for the biceps, good strengthening for the triceps and the biceps here. Feet are pressed into the floor, pelvis is lifted, neck is neutral. So that means we're not letting it crunch back. You're either looking up at the ceiling or you're looking forward. And breathing here and holding this strong reverse table. Really good for those wrists too. Good wrist stretch. And then let's go ahead and drop that pelvis down. Legs long, and let's reach forward, either for those, either for the shins or for the toes or the thighs, just depending on your flexibility or mobility, where your body's going to let you go. So we did our reverse table. Now let's go ahead and do a reverse plank. So you're either on those hands facing towards the feet, or you're on your elbows if you got some wrist issues. But let's go ahead, lengthen through our legs and lift our pelvis up. And you can point those toes forward, or you can keep those feet flexed. Up to you. Long plank here, lengthening, holding this. And again, same thing here with that neck, nice and neutral. Eyes are looking either to the ceiling or you're looking straight forward, and breathe. And go ahead and drop that pelvis, simple cross leg, and let's hinge this forward. Ooh. Good. Very good. And then bring ourselves back up, back into our nice long legs here, just like if we were to go into a staff pose. And let's go ahead and bring our right leg in. So let's bring this right leg in and give this right leg a nice big hug to that half jackknife. Let's keep our left foot nice and active. So flex, active. Let's wrap that left arm around that right leg and let's twist it over to the side. Actually, let's bring it back to center. And then let's take our leg over. There we go. And now we'll wrap and twist. And there's an even deeper stretch right there. Keep that left foot flexed, active, breathe. And then go ahead and switch it towards the inside. So twisting the other way. And then go ahead and bring this back to center. Let's take that bottom of the foot to the inside of the thigh. These fingers are going to reach either for the big toe or hand for the shin. And let's go ahead and do that nice stretch, reaching over or hand to that lowest ring. And then release that. Good. Let's find our staff pose. So finding that nice staff pose, reach up through our arms. Let's breathe it 3 times here. Inhale deeply and exhale it out. And again, inhale it deeply and exhale it out. One more time. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Good. Release our arms down. And let's bring that left leg in. So bring that left leg in, give that a nice big hug. Hug it, hug it. And then let's go ahead and take left over right. Wrap that right arm around and let's twist it. Oh, yeah. Twist that, looking over, breathing. And then let's go ahead, twist it towards the other side. So twist it to the right. And bring that back to center. Let's take the bottom of that foot to the inside of that thigh. Peace fingers, either for that big toe or hand for shin. And let's stretch that. Good. And then go ahead and release that. Very nice. Let's grab a block, take ourselves down onto our backs, and we'll go into some bridge work. So take that block right between those knees so that we can engage the inner thigh. both thighs. Just taking ourselves down onto our backs. Feet are lined up with our knees are lined up with our hips. Hands are right by our side. Let's press our elbows, triceps, lifting our pelvis up towards the sky. And then one vertebrae at a time, let's go ahead and imprint that spine onto the floor as we take that pelvis down. So we're going to lift and lower a few times just to begin to warm up this spine, lifting and then slowly lowering. And you can do this at your own pace here, just lifting that up and slowly lowering it down. And again, lifting that up and slowly lowering it down. And let's go one more time, lifting this up and slowly lowering this down. Good, let's go ahead and lift this one up and hold this here. Nice breath, inhaling it and exhaling it. And again, inhaling it and exhaling it. And let's press our toes into the floor and lift our heels. So we'll get a good calf stretch here. And then flatten back through those feet. Press through our heels and lift our toes. So now we get a good shin stretch. And then flatten back through those feet. Very good. Slowly dropping our pelvis down towards the floor. And then go ahead, release that. Let's take that block, release that off to the side, lift ourselves back up into this nice bridge. And then we're going to go ahead and go into a single leg bridge. So centering our weight, let's go ahead and lift our right leg, take our right ankle to our left thigh and hold this here and breathe. And then bring our leg back to center and take that back down onto the floor. Centering our weight and pressing our left foot and our right foot into the floor. Let's take our left ankle to our right thigh and lift that up and breathe. And then bring that back to center, back to that full bridge right here, holding this here and breathe. And then very slowly lowering that pelvis down towards the floor. Very good. With that pelvis down on the floor, take our right ankle, take it back to that left thigh. Let's go ahead and press that inner thigh away. Get a little piriformis stretch here. And then if that's available to you, maybe lifting that leg and reaching behind our left thigh, pulling that towards you. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. And if you can't put your upper body down, that's okay too. Mine isn't wanting to do that today. Good, go ahead and release that. Let's release that right leg. Let's take our left ankle to our right thigh and press that away. And then let's reach behind that right leg and pull that towards you. And maybe this side. Yeah, this side. My upper body can go down on the floor. And then release that and release that. Very nice. Let's drop our knees over to one side, take ourselves onto our side, and then press ourselves up onto all fours. And we'll go into some cat and cow. So we've got our shoulders over our wrists. We're on all fours here, shoulders over our wrists, hips are over our knees. Let's go ahead and drop that belly to the floor, our eyes to the sky. Inhale. Round our spine, chin to chest, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round the spine, exhale. Flatten through that back. Ooh, very nice. And let's take our right leg up, lengthen through that, flex through that foot, and reach out through that left arm. So we've got our first balance of our practice today, our bird dog. And then let's go ahead and take that elbow to knee 6 times. So let's bring this in for 6 and reach. It's 5 and reach. 4 and reach. 3 and reach. It's 2 and reach. And last one. And let's reach and hold. Good. Go ahead and release the arm. Release the leg. We'll take it to the other side. Lift that leg up, flex through that foot, reach through that right arm. So you've got bird dog on this other side. And then let's go ahead and take that elbow to knee 6 times here on this side. Bring this in for 6 and reach. It's 5 and reach. It's 4 and reach. 3 and reach. It's 2 and reach, and last one. Let's reach and hold. Good. Go ahead and release the arm. Release the leg. Very nice. Let's take ourselves back into our first child's pose. So sitting, ooh, yeah, sitting those glutes back towards those heels, lengthening through our arms, forehead to the floor. Nice child's pose here. And if you're finding that your glutes are way in the air and you need support behind those hamstrings, you can always put a pillow between your glutes and your heels if you would like that, if that feels best for you. Let's go ahead and look forward at our hands and walk our hands over to the right. Take that left hand, place it right on top of that right hand, and get our left glute towards our left heel. Enjoy that side stretch here and breathe. Or maybe not enjoy, but feel that side stretch. And then let's go ahead and walk those hands over to the other side. Take our right hand on top of our left, and now our right glute is trying to get towards that right heel. And bring that back to center. Very good. Good. And let's bring ourselves up into our gate pose. So we've got ourselves up onto our knees. Let's go ahead and take our left leg off to the side. So let's take our left leg off to the side. That left ankle is neutral, so that toe can be pointed forward or off to the side. It's, again, whatever feels best for you. Let's reach up through those arms. So we have this nice gate pose right here. So reaching, leg is out. Let's go ahead and drop our right hand down and find ourselves in a modified half moon. So let's go into our balance here. Another balance. So our first balance was our bird dog, and now we've got ourselves in a modified half moon. Good, and breathe. From here, let's go ahead and drop that leg down and reach that over. Oh, good stretch. And then let's release that. Let's go into gate on this other side. So let's take our right leg off to the side. And again, toe, ankle neutral. Let's lengthen up through our arms, reach up through this. Nice strong gate pose here. And then let's go ahead and drop that left hand down and find a nice balance here. So again, modified half moon on this side. And breathing. And then go ahead and release that, and let's reach this over. So reaching over on that other side. That's good. Breathe. And then release that. Good. Now let's move into our sun salutations. So you can take your blocks and place them where you want them. Or when we get there, we're going to go into our first downward facing dog. So we've got ourselves back on all fours. Shoulders are over our wrists. Let's curl our toes under, keep our knees bent, and lift our tails to the sky. So relax that head and neck. Ooh, that feels good. Relax that head and neck. In between those arms, those shoulders, maybe nod that head, yes, or shake that head, no. And let's begin to pedal, pedaling our feet, pedaling our heels down towards the floor. And stretching through those legs, through those calves, through those hamstrings. And dropping both of our heels down towards the floor and relax face, jaw. Enjoy this head lower than the heart, this inversion. Let's lift up on our toes, our heels high, and then let's drop both of our heels over towards one side. And then lift this back up center and drop heels over to the other side. And then lift this back up center. Good. And then let's go ahead and walk our feet to meet our hands until we are in a standing forward fold at the front of our mat. And you can let your arms dangle here. So let's go ahead and dangle into a ragdoll. So we are folded in half, arms are hanging. They don't need to be touching the blocks yet. Just allow this dangling. Let's take opposite elbow with the opposite hand, make a frame for that head. Upper body's maybe a little bit heavier now. Breathing. Using that deep breath, that deep inhale, deep exhale to expand and contract that front and back rib cage. And then we can release those arms, and then you can grab those blocks. Let's go ahead, inhale, lengthen into a nice long tabletop, and then exhale and release. Our head has been low, so take this next one nice and slow. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And let's exhale it around into a chair. Good. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, nice tabletop. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale around a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Right foot's going to stay forward. Left foot's going to go back into a nice big lunge. Take our left hand either on the block or on the floor. And let's go ahead and open up to the right side. A nice lengthened a lunge spinal twist right here, and breathe. And let's bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Strong top of plank here. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our heart down, lift our heart up, baby cobra. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog, and breathe. Good. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold. Front edge of our mat. Or front of the mat. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back into lunge. Right hand on block or floor. And let's open this up, spinal twist. And bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Good, let's shift that weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our hearts down, lift our hearts up. Oh yeah. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Good, let's walk our feet to meet our hands, and let's do that again one more time on each side. So we've got those blocks. Let's inhale, lengthen into a nice table. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Right foot forward, left foot goes back into lunge. Left hand on block or on the floor, and spinal twist open to the right and breathe. And bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into top plank. Shift that weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl the toes. Take the heart down, lift that heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Enjoy this down dog, this inversion. Good, let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale around a chair. Inhale and lifting up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back into lunge. Right hand on the block or on the floor. And let's open this up. Lunging spinal twists on this other side and breathe. And bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into top of plank. Shift that forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl the toes. Take the heart down, lift the heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Maybe nodding the head or shaking the head. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Hold here in chair. Bring our hands to heart. Let's go our seated spinal twist. So let's take our right elbow to our left thigh and twisting this here. Just like I said on Tuesday about, we usually in our chair yoga, we've got the seat beneath us. Now we're having to use those legs. Good, bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep those arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Enjoy this forward fold. Relax that head and neck. Good, inhale and sweep this up. Exhale it around chair once again. Hands to heart and seated spinal twist on the other side. And breathe. And bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And exhale, dive it down and over, relax that. And then let's roll this up one vertebrae at a time, roll our shoulders back. Good. We're gonna take our legs nice and wide. So we're gonna take ourselves to the wide edge of our mat and go ahead and grab your blocks. Have your blocks maybe centered. And then let's take that strap. You've got a strap or a towel. So we're gonna take our legs nice and wide and let's take our toes and have them slightly inwards. This will help protect our knees just a little bit inwards. And let's go ahead and take that strap and let's take that strap behind us. And you can wrap that around your hands or just holding onto that towel. And we're gonna open up this chest and we're gonna do a wide-legged forward fold with a shoulder opener. So we're gonna go ahead and fold this forward and then let gravity do some hard work here. Make our job a little bit easier in this forward fold with those arms falling over towards the floor. And breathe. Just breathing here. This is a longer one that we're going to hold. So not only are we stretching through those hamstrings, inner thighs, we're also for sure getting our rotators, shoulder rotator cuffs, our shoulders, neck, arms. And holding this while breathing, holding this position for this long, gravity's pulling arms down, legs are having to stretch. This is very good, getting a lot of stuff done here. And then with those arms, let's slowly bring ourselves up. Good, and you can release that strap, shake that out. Legs are going to stay wide, but this time we can have we're gonna take our toes out so that we are in more of a plie position. Let's go ahead and take our arms up. So now we're in a 5-pointed star. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Your head is the 5th point. So 5-pointed star right here. And we're going to take ourselves down into this nice plie squat and lift this up. So let's inhale as we come down and exhale, lift. Let's inhale it down and exhale, lift. Inhale this down and exhale, lift. Really opening this up. Inhale this down and exhale, lift. Inhale down and exhale, lift. 2 more times. Inhale this down and exhale, lift. And inhale this down and exhale, lift. Wonderful 5-pointed star here. Very good. Let's reach this up, dive this down and over. So now we're in that wide-legged forward fold, but our feet can be neutral, so they don't have to be pointed inwards, but we've got our blocks here. You can double the blocks, so you can stack one block on top of the other, or you can have the blocks besides, or you can take your blocks tall. I think I'm going to do that to have my blocks tall. Let's go ahead and lengthen here so we have a wide-legged tabletop. Oh, that feels very good. Holding our wide-legged tabletop, we can exhale as we're holding this. Let's go ahead and press our right hand into block and twist open with that left arm and breathe. Oh, very good. Keep breathing deeply into this. And then let's go ahead and take that top hand, so that left hand, and we're going to reach this through to that right shin. There you go. And breathe. And now you're getting a lot of other good Good lower body stretching right here. And then go ahead and release that arm. Relax this here, relax this in this wide-legged forward fold. Maybe again, nodding that head yes, shaking that head no. Enjoying this inversion, enjoying that head being low. And then let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen through this again. So we've got that tabletop. Exhale while you're in this tabletop. So we're holding this nice strong table. And let's take our left hand and press our left hand into block and reach this open with the right. Oh, such a good stretch. And breathe. And let's take this top arm, right arm, and thread it through to that left shin. Still breathing. And then release that. Relax the center. Again, maybe not that head, yes. Shake that head, no. Good. And then slowly take our hands right to our hip flexors. Bring ourselves up. We're gonna go 5-pointed star one more time, just because that plie is so good. So let's take our arms up and out. Toes are out. Good. Maybe your legs can go even a little bit wider. Let's go 8 of these 5-pointed stars, and then we'll take it down for some relaxation. So let's take this down, inhale and exhale. Inhale it down and exhale. Inhale it down and exhale. Inhale it down and exhale. We've got 4 more of these. Take this down, inhale and exhale. And down and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale this down and exhale. One last time. Bring this down and big exhale. Lengthening through the 5-pointed star. Very good. And you can release that. Roll that out. Walk those legs in. Let's walk it to the short edge of our mat. You can move your blocks out of the way. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up here. Exhale, dive it down and over, both feet back into a top of plank. Dropping to our knees, back into a child's pose. Arms by our sides. Make yourself into a nice little turtle right here. Palms up, elbows dropped open. And then hands by knees. Let's press ourselves up and take ourselves onto our backs. You can grab whatever you need for your final relaxation. An eye pillow, regular pillow, blanket, whatever feels best for you, whatever works for you. And let's go ahead and if you've got the eye pillow, you can put it over your eyes. Let's lengthen through our arms towards one end of the room, reach through our feet towards the other end. Add an inch or two to your height here. Oh, that feels very good. Really, really reach. Inhale it deeply. And with an exhale, allow your body to settle, to sink, to settle, feet to just naturally fall open, arms to just open, chest is open. Relax for a few moments here, a few moments of quiet, just slowing everything down. Let's begin to bend our knees and tuck our tailbone under, flattening that low back. And then go ahead and drop those knees over to your most comfortable side. Take yourself onto your side and a breath or two here. And then let's slowly begin to bring ourselves up into a seated pose. So whatever that looks like for you, a simple cross leg, or you can be on, like I am, on the block, so you can stretch the front of your feet, or you can be sitting back in your chair. If you have a chair, you need to be sitting in a chair, whatever feels best for you, or you can still be laying down. This is your practice. You're like, I need 20 minutes of relaxation today. Good for you. You can do that. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. And then exhale, eyes following our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Lift that head to center. Take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to heart. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhale and exhale. And one more time, big deep inhale. And a big cleansing exhale. And have a blessed rest of your day.